Hey, I'm just waiting on Trey to get on. Trying to make sure my camera is set up properly. Let's see. Let's see if I want to do a cute little filter today. No, definitely not that. Oh, this is a cute one. We'll go with this one. Hi, everyone. Oh, it gives me eyelashes. No, ma'am, I don't need extra lashes. I got that already. Instagram is doing too much. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. I am just waiting on my guest. Oh, there she is. Trey, you have to send me a request to join the live. Since Facebook wants to act a hot mess today. Are you on?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Look,
girl.
I'm gonna be extra and use a cute little filter on today. Even though
I don't even know
that's
how
my
to do that
way.
on here, so I'm not even about to set myself up. I don't even know how to do that.
You gotta press little buttons at the bottom.
Girl, I don't even have the time.
I know.
What?
He's so extra sometimes.
No, I'm gonna just go with what I
See,
know.
this is my regular.
Okay, I'm gonna just I'm gonna just go with what I know. Okay, let me.
Which one is that? That's a cute one.
Girl, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was doing just now.
Oh gosh, we're gonna give everyone a couple more minutes to join us. While we wait for that, let me tell you how much of a hater Facebook is. I tried. So apparently you can go live with multiple people on Facebook, but it's trying to act like it can't recognize my MacBook's camera.
Oh.
And I guess because I updated the Facebook thing on my computer, there's got to be some other stuff. So when you come back for another episode, we'll have it all situated.
I need to find I need to find what it is. There's a program, and I saw it in some group. I was telling you that it allows you to do multi platforms at one time. So
I know, but it probably costs an arm, a leg, a foot, and a toe.
So I really honestly don't know how to. No, I think it was free. I want to say it was free.
Hey, Janae. You remember, Janae, did you set yourself a reminder? Is that how you remember to join me?
Let me make a post.
Huh?
So let me make a post.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I should do that too on my thing.
And I had it in my Planoly, but Planoly was hating on me today, so I was just like,
these things are all being haters.
No.
I'm over them. All these social media things.
I don't even know how you're seeing the comments, but no worries.
Me? You can't see your comments?
No, but it's all right. I'll go back afterwards and look at it. She said I saw the time, was like, oh shoot.
Oh yes, Janae, yes. She better have. Oh, what is time is it like? So we'll give it till 7:10. That should be like a good time to. But I'll still while we wait for the 7:10 to come. Let me tell you about my day.
What happened?
So I had to make more glow butters today, and I was being all extra and fancy, but at least I got that done. Then my husband had me running errands as if he didn't remember I had something to do at 7. And I had to go drop the kids off to him at at our family dinner, and then had to rush back. I didn't get home till like almost 6:30.
Oh no! Yeah. I'm sorry, friend.
So that's where I have been today.
Well, I'm ready, girl. I'm ready for the Hopefully the people tune in, my girl.
They better tune in or they can catch the replay, but you know, it's better to catch it live than the replay.
It's better to catch it live. Let me make a little post or whatever. I don't even know. Okay, so I just tried to. Hey, Tiff.
Hey. Oh, I could share it on like my let me
How do you share it?
on the different platforms. So
How do you share
that they can see. That is one.
I don't know how you share it.
You push the little paper airplane thing next to the, you push that, and then you can just, it'll give you a list of everyone on your friends list and groups you're in, and you just click send, and then at the bottom, click send separately.
Oh, I need to be able to.
Hey, Cherise.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hey, Bree. Bree's in here. Hi, Akuya.
Bree.
Here. Our painter, Bree.
Okay.
Well, we're going to get started because it's 7:08.
We can go ahead and get started.
Sidebar, Akuya, I'm going to text you later because the thought of the topic for our episode came to my mind as I was driving, and I was like, bam, got it. Gonna send it to you. Hey, Shadetta. Hey, my best friend Quentin is on. Hey, Anthony. Okay, so today officially starts my Vixxen Vibin Sundays, okay?
Yay.
I struggled to think of a name to tie into my brand, then to think of a day to tie the name into. And even though the kids are probably going to be on teleschooling, whatever they're calling it, virtual schooling.
Virtual school.
I'm gonna still have to be a mom, so that means that Monday through Friday, I can't afford to like have something else on top of my plate when I'm done with work at 5. So I was like, okay, Saturday I want to have free. Sundays are usually better at around this time because people are usually chilling, relaxing, getting ready for the Monday, and trying to find something to do. So I'm here to give you something to do. Okay, so we have Vixxen Vibin Sundays, and my first guest on today.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
girl.
She's like my sister in my head, except she lives in Louisiana.
Okay. And baby, it was so hot today. I did not want to be living here. Okay, that doggone heat took me out. Okay.
She is in that good old Baton Rouge, right?
Baton Rouge. Pray for me, Jesus.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Who you are. Well, let me say how.
I was say it's your show. I'm the guest.
Well, I can tell you how we met. I met Trey through a friend in beauty, Atara, in her class. She had it was a social media class, right?
Mm-hmm.
The social media savvy class.
Mm-hmm.
So she was in that class, and I was in it. Was virtual, it was online. And then we were all in like a little group chat thing on Instagram, and that's
and here we
never
are.
met in person. I met her virtually.
But you know, sometimes your best friends are your internet friends.
Right. So we met on that good old Atara savvy, social media course that she had, and we've just all been cool since then. So that's how I met Trey. It's not like I met her in person because I haven't.
One day.
Okay, one day. So tell us about yourself and what you do, who you
are. So I am a makeup artist. I'm an esthetician. During the day, I teach, allegedly. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. But right now, so I'm doing mostly skincare right now. I don't know. I'm trying to get I'm in it. I'm here and here. Like I'm on the fence with makeup, but majority is skin. My love of makeup led me to skin. I always would get questions. How do I do this? And how do I do that? And I'm like, you can't cover it up with makeup. Mm-hmm. Like makeup is like the quick fix, but you have to learn how to fix it. And it wasn't until I went through my own little journey of, girl, what's going on with your skin? And I was like, you know what? Let me help my sisters out, because if we're being honest, this is the safe space. If we're being honest, we as Black women a lot of times don't know how to care for our skin, right? You know, we growing up, we just wash our face, or we put hot water on the towel, boom, 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 we're out the door.
Look, the
So it was
old school
like,
way.
you know, or we use
So
bar soap on our face. So it's
bar
like,
soap.
no, let's really learn how to care for our skin. And so that's here I am. That's where I love skin. I love educating. Educating is like what I love to do
That's
by
your fault.
nature. So yeah.
Yeah,
So when you asked me to come talk about skincare, I was like, sure, girl.
right. So I know she does makeup, but most of the stuff she does is like skincare and esthetician. So I have been getting on this journey of trying to care for my skin better.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in the past couple of months, I have learned a lot about my skin, like hormone breakouts and what different types of breakouts are. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was talking to Trey, I was like, what can we talk about? Like, I know you do makeup, but let's do more of the skincare stuff because as women of color and black women, we really, a lot of us are, like you said, are struggling with skincare, how to maintain our skin, what to use,
What to
how to
use?
use it, a regimen. People don't even know what double cleanse is, Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Lord. So I was like, let's talk about skin. Let's talk about all skin so that we don't have to depend on makeup all the time to
All the
look
time.
good or feel good. While
Because to be honest, I
like,
don't wear much makeup.
you don't.
I don't wear much, and I was conflicted getting on here today. I was like, do I do some makeup? I was like, I don't want to look raggedy on camera. But then
You
I was
don't
like,
look
but we're talking
raggedy
about
because
skin. I was
skin.
like, I felt conflicted. So I threw a little powder on, and that's what we're going
But
to go
that
with.
goes to show that what you've learned and what you teach works because you feel comfortable to get on camera without makeup and be good. Me on the other hand, I've had a struggle of a day, so I had to throw something on my face because if you saw my face, you would have seen my struggle for today.
Oh, no.
So,
okay, well, I'm glad you feel comfortable.
but it took me like less than 10 minutes to.
Oh, yeah. I'm the queen of do a face in 15 minutes or less.
Right. So when it comes to skincare, we're gonna start the basics, the very basics. Like when someone calls you or comes to you and say, Trey,
I made me
I'm
some
on
notes.
a struggle bus. See, look at you prepared.
Girl, I made me some notes because you know what? It's so much that we could talk about. And I was like, I don't want to be on here just rambling because I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me just make me some notes, like where I wanted to go with it.
But we decided we're gonna have a part 2 at a later date. So
yes,
just so y'all
we can
know,
probably go a little more in depth.
So tell us, how does it all, based on your notes, just teach us, explain to us some of the stuff we should know, because I know a lot of people have questions when it comes to skincare. It's summertime. We all quarantine, corona. We got more than enough time to care for our skin and bring it back to life. So let's go.
I think the first thing is knowing your skin type. So many times people come to me and they're like, Trey, what can I do for, maybe they'll say something for acne, and I'm like, well, that's not your skin type. Your skin type is I was like, that's your skin condition. Okay, your skin condition is acne because your skin type is oily. So first understanding, okay, so there's dry skin, there's normal skin, there's oily skin, and there's combination skin. Me personally, I am oily, but my preference is to feel moisture on my face. So like for me, I work with a lot of, when it comes to makeup, I work with a lot of oils that I already have in my face. But the oil, because I have oily skin, typically I tend to have a lot of acne breakouts. As you can see, I have a little one right here, but this is probably from the mask and the moisture and the rubbing of the mask against your face. So if anybody is feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm breaking out right here, that's completely normal, because you have this fabric, or you have this this mask rubbing up against your face, and you have to also remember you're creating condensation, you're creating moisture underneath that mask. So this is what I do with my mask as of right now, since we are in COVID. I go in and I come out and I take it off. I get in that car and I keep wipes in my car. I'm kind of like a germaphobe, so I keep wipes in my car just to wipe off the excess moisture.
So when you're talking about masks, you're talking about the mask we have to wear because of
the mask that we're wearing right now.
Okay.
Because I've seen a lot of people in the past few weeks and they're like, girl, I'm breaking out. And I'm like, no, you're not breaking out necessarily. Like, it may not necessarily be anything hormonal. No, not the sheet mask. I'm talking about, the mask that we've been wearing for COVID. So yeah, so you have your skin types, which are dry, oily, normal, and combination. And then you have your skin conditions, which could be oily skin, acneic skin. You can have hyperpigmentation skin. You can have dehydrated skin, which a lot of times the two most common skin conditions that I run into would be dehydrated skin, and that would be oily skin. Now, a telltale sign that you have dehydrated skin is kind of between dehydrated and like dry. Dehydrated skin is a condition of dry skin. So if you put on a moisturizer and 2 seconds later you feel like your skin is still dry, your skin is dehydrated because it's trying to get any moisture that it can pull into the skin.
It can get.
Yeah, it's like, oh girl, we got something, drink it. So your skin is like, yes. So knowing your skin type, knowing your skin type will help you treat your skin conditions. So that's that.
But like I told y'all, have for like dehydrated skin is for people that like are pregnant and you end up being dehydrated, end up having to get an IV because the baby gets everything
My sister
first. And if they're drinking all your water, that's it.
Yeah, and people forget about that. Drinking water, people forget about that. Drinking water will help you so much. Like, your skin needs moisture. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just moisture that you're putting in from a product. Drink water. Hydrate yourself. Like, a lot of times, you know, when people have these skin conditions, and especially when they have dry and dehydrated skin, I'm like, do you drink water? And they're like, not as much. And I'm like,
not as much as I used to.
Yeah, not as much as I used to. That will help you.
What?
That will help you. So drinking water.
So I know some people had said in the chat that they have oily skin, and so I know for a fact for me, I have combination skin because I get really oily in my T-zone, especially like around my nose area and up here, and then sometimes some of my face is dry. But what I've noticed in the recent months is I've started having hormonal breakouts, like where. Because I was talking to you about that the other day, where like a man would normally get like their beard. I was having really bad breakouts, and then
a lot of times these areas like underneath the chin can be hormonal. Let's say, because I know for me when I switched birth control medicines,
girl, that's what I was gonna say. That birth control is what did that to me.
It was out of control.
Sir,
it was bad. It was like, and I think a lot of times too. Like, sometimes it can be stress factors too, but a lot of this under here is hormonal.
I learned that the hard way. And I switched birth controls for like, because I went down hormone levels, and I was on that for like 4 months or so. And then I was like, girl, you are like breaking out everywhere. What? Like, and it was just like right here. And I will have breakouts here and there during my cycle, but this was different. So then I was talking to someone, they were like, oh, that's probably hormonal because of where it is. And I was like, you know what? My birth control is the only thing that I have changed, that the hormone level has decreased. So I went back, I called my doctor, I said, can you please put me back on my old stuff? And I
can you? But you also have, and that's not to like jump around, but that's another thing too. You have to, my sister said, tell the people to wash their pillowcases. I tell people all the time, wash your pillowcases. Anything that you come in contact with on your face, your phone, your wash your hands. Like, people don't, especially now with COVID, like, wash your hands. A lot of times, you know, I know people want to pick in their face. Stop that, first of all. Wash your pillowcases, wash your phone, change your phone cases, you know,
or get alcohol wipes and clean them out.
Yeah, like, you need to sanitize everything. But yeah, so making sure you have those. So let's wash your hair. Yes, especially if you have hair that touches your face, wash your hair, or keep it out of your face. Keep your hair away from your face, because a lot of, you know, you got to moisturize your hair, you know, you got to oil your hair, so that oil might be dripping and falling down on your hair, and then you wondering why you having, you know, little pop-ups here and there across your skin.
Look, I'm gonna use that as an excuse to my husband, because he always wants my hair down, and I'm gonna be like, nah, my face.
No, I gotta keep it up. Well, you know, I don't have that problem because I keep this good bald head. You know, listen, me and hair don't get along, so that's a whole nother topic. So
knowing your skin type,
which is
important.
I personally have oily skin, So for instance, I use gel-based products because if you so a lot of times people just go in the store and they're like, oh, this is a moisturizer, I'm going to pick it up.
Right.
Well, you have to consider the product itself. Is it really creamy? Is it super emollient? Like if you have dry or dehydrated skin, you might tend to pick up the creamier or the heavier based moisturizer because your skin needs moisture. But for me, I have oily skin, so I tend to use gel-based moisturizers. I do like oils. This is personal preference. Don't listen. You don't have to necessarily do this. I personally I don't like to use things that are going to completely take away from the oil in my skin because I do want to look alive. I've never been a fan of like the matte. You know how people do their makeup and they're like, oh, I want to be matte.
I don't want to be matte.
Yeah, I like to look alive, and that's no shade to people who like to wear matte. But for me, I feel like when I try to do like matte makeup, even though I am oily, I tend to look dead, and I don't like that. So I like to keep a little moisture in my face, you know? So if you're oily, you should probably use gel-based products. If you're a little dry, you should use more emollient things. So things that are going to really kind of just drench the skin with moisture. And if your combination, I hate to tell you, but sometimes you're going to have to use two. You're going to have to. And I know that people get frustrated with that, but I mean, it's kind of,
because you got two things going on your face.
Yeah, you have two things going on. So essentially you're going to have to use two things, like, because sometimes, majority of the time, my skin is oily, literally just oily. Every now and then I get these dry patches. So in these areas, I use things that are a little more heavier, especially if I'm not wearing makeup. Now, if I'm wearing makeup, I just use my gel base all over. But if I'm wearing makeup, if I'm not wearing makeup, I definitely put something that's just going to keep that area dry, because you also have to remember too, the area underneath the eye, that skin is super thin. So that's what you don't want dry, because that's where you get signs of aging. You start getting, those bags underneath the eyes, and then you got a whole other problem that you're trying to tackle. So knowing, like I said, my friend's so silly. Hey, skin friend. It all goes back to knowing your skin type. If you know your skin type, it's so easy to choose products. And another thing people always ask me about is a skincare routine.
Girl,
at the very minimum, you should have a cleanser, you should have a moisturizer, and you should have something that's going to, a sunscreen at the very least. Okay, especially
you stay louder for the people in the back, for the women.
You're going to need sunscreen. And let me just dispel the myth. I don't know why our sisters have such a hard time understanding that you need sunscreen. My girls, I love y'all, and I know we age like fine wine.
Melanin
but
don't
we
crack,
still need
but
SPF. We still need some SPF. Okay, the sun does not discriminate. Okay, the sun loves us all. So
look,
yes.
My friend Janae said she didn't start using it until a few weeks
That's
ago.
okay. That's okay.
That's fine. You started.
We're not judging you. Better late than never.
But look, Janae, I'm secretly judging you though. I'm secretly.
Yes, you definitely need SPF. That's my. If you follow my skincare page where I majority talk about skin and where I talk about the services,
drop the page name.
Trevon Dyson Skin. I'm real simple, easy to find. But I'm always talking about. She said, "Don't come for me." I'm always talking about SPF, and I'm always talking about exfoliate your damn skin, because there's nothing worse than trying to moisturize dead skin. Where you going, sis? Where you going with all these layers of dead skin sitting on top of the skin? So definitely you need SPF, but at the very least, you need a moisturizer and a cleanser. Okay, I know you hear all these fancy things like toner, serum, eye creams. Now I will say, if you were watching, these old school Nickelodeon, because I don't want to tell my age, but the shows we grew up on, Family Matter, things like that.
Tell your age,
you probably need an eye cream in there right now too to keep that skin moisturized. But at the very least, if you're just starting, to really focus in and hone in on your skincare routine, at the very least, get a cleanser, get a moisturizer and get some SPF. Okay, you can add in the other products later. So you can add in a toner later. My friends are so silly. I'm serious, girl. If you was watching those shows with me coming up, you know, Friday
that means you old enough to use a moisturizer and sunscreen.
We need a few extra things. But we need a few extra things, and we'll add those in later. But at the very least, you do need those 3 things.
And for people that are shopping black, there is a black-owned sunscreen line.
Like, yes, Black Girl Sunscreen.
Black Girl.
She is
Target.
Yes, you can get it at Target. Yes, the 80s babies, girl. I ain't want to tell on us real quick, but SPF. I love Black Girl Sunscreen. I'm gonna tell you why. I have tried several SPFs, and they tend to leave like this white residue, and it's like, ew, like this is not my life. This is not my ministry. I didn't come here for this.
This is not my ministry.
This is not my ministry. Like, I did not come here to look ashy. Okay, so I use Black Girl Sunscreen, and the reason why I love it is because it has. I'm gonna ask that question again in a moment. What do you recommend for a 15-year-old? She has acne between her eyebrows. We're gonna pin that. The Black Girl Sunscreen has jojoba oil in it, so it's creamy but not like too creamy. And the reason why I love it is because it just goes on so smooth. So you're moisturized and you're protected from the sun in one thing. So it's like, it's beautiful, and it doesn't leave that white residue. Like, it's really for my melanin rich girls. I love it. That's pretty much I used to use the Aveeno one, and it did really well, but then I was like, I'm rooting for everybody black. So
right. I mean, and I posted
that's
about
just
it.
the truth.
Because,
like, so
you know, so we doing right now. We find it.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
We're gonna promote it.
I love it. You know, she need to. I need her to shout me out on her page because I love it. But anyway, so what were we talking about? Skincare routine. Right. So I told you the basics. Toners are good because they help keep the pH balance in your skin going well.
What about the people that use like witch hazel or that and then that one product you could find? It's like, I can't think of the name. So I feel like everybody and their mama be posting about it on YouTube.
Witch hazel
at Walmart. It's a witch hazel, but it's like a facial toner. It says it's like a blue and clear bottle. Help me, Lord. If you know what I'm talking about, one of y'all just let me know. It's like it's like when you're on YouTube, that's like one of the toners everyone uses.
Sea Breeze?
No, girl, not Sea Breeze. I know Sea Breeze. I use Sea Breeze for my scalp when it's itching and I don't want to wash my hair. That's what I use Sea Breeze for.
I can't think of what you're talking about, sis.
Somebody said Sea Breeze too. No, it's like it's not Dr. Bronner's. It's
astringent. Someone said astringent.
Teals. Girl,
I am unaware of this product, sis.
But do you think like witch hazel is sufficient, or should they get like specific type of toners for their skin type? Because
to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you.
There you go, Thatcher. Thank you, Janae. Thatcher.
Okay. I think I've heard of that brand.
It's like a specific. It says it's a facial toner, and everybody and their mama on YouTube swear by it. But you know.
Well, you know,
everybody on YouTube separately different because she gonna be on YouTube soon.
Well, I am. Well, you know, and then you have to remember too. Some people on YouTube they don't always know about what they skin. They just getting paid to talk about 50 million products. Here's my take on now. You know, every esthetician has their own idea, but for me, I feel like witch hazel. The Thatcher is witch hazel. I think Thatcher is the brand.
Yeah,
I feel like Thatcher is the brand. For me, I typically, to be honest, I typically just use the witch hazel for like when I have mosquito bites because it helps. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, because it helps for me, it helps like kill that itch. Like, so I don't know. I mean, back in the day when I was learning about skin, I used it on my skin, but now I use a toner, like an intentional toner, just because you want to keep healthy pH level in your I was gonna say that too. I felt like when I used witch hazel on my face, girl, I was feeling like I was scraping everything off my skin, killing the acid mantle and everything. I was like, wait a minute, sis, I can't be out here.
I use the toner. I use a lot of products from The Ordinary. So
yeah, I love their
they're
hyaluronic acid. Oh my god, it's amazing.
that's like the crack for skincare. Like it's
Someone said which toners. There's a cucumber. It smells like cucumber melon. I love that one. It's the thing is I don't
Who's
unless
it by?
you have a it's by Skin Script, which is what I use in the spa.
Okay.
So but the thing is you have to get to someone's spa who sells it. That's a really good one because I use Skin Script in the spa. But if you have a Trader Joe's near you, they sell toner. Trader Joe's will have you in there spending all your money.
Sidebar, there is a Trader Joe's for Black girls IG page. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Really? I'm gonna have to follow that
because it's been making me want to hit up every Trader Joe's just to get all the shit they talk about.
Oh yeah, I have one from there and I love it.
And I use the one the Clarisonic one.
Clarisonic, yeah.
Yeah, from The Ordinary. I don't use it every day.
I love their hyaluronic acid, and I'm not gonna lie, like.
And they have hyaluronic acid, yeah.
She said, "Girl, what? Tell us what? Wait, what is it? What is it?
What? Oh, it's called Trader Joe's for Black girls. That's literally. I don't know if that's what they're talking about.
Oh, they were talking about the page.
And I just came across it because I followed Joelle Phillips from OM Glow, and she always tags them. And I was like, Trader Joe's for Black girls. Girl, that's all you needed. Just tell me that one time.
So is it
It's an IG page.
So it's just at Trader Joe's for Black girls?
Yes.
Okay. You might have to type that in pin it real quick
on my
for
stories. I'll post it on my stories and
all right.
Y'all will see it. But it literally legit is like 2 Black girls that started the page, and it's everything Trader Joe's that you will love.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Because Trader Joe's does have a lot of good stuff to try for skin too. So
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go try that. There's also something I wanted to mention. Really quick. So a lot of times when I was talking about building your skincare routine, I want to go back to that.
Yeah.
This is just my professional opinion that I feel. I think for people that really don't understand products, one, you should always try to read what's in products.
The ingredients.
But read the ingredients. Ashton said, okay. I would add products in one week at a time, right? So that way you're not adding all these products into your routine because everything doesn't mix well. Hi, Tara. Everything doesn't mix well. So for example, you have your 3 main things: your cleanser, your moisturizer, and your sunscreen. Add one thing in at a time. That way you can see how well it works with your skin, see how well it plays well with the other things, because you don't want to just bombard your skin with all these new products. Because a lot of times, right, people will start using a new product and they're like, I'm breaking out, I can't use it. When actually the product is works really well for you, but sometimes your skin has to cleanse itself from the inside out. So we like to call it your skin is purging, right? So you use this new product and you think, oh my God, I'm breaking out. Well, you're not breaking out, sis. The stuff that you were using wasn't working. And this one is working.
And I'm
so now
guilty
you
of
feel like
that.
you're breaking out.
I'm guilty of that because I thought you should use products like, outside of like the cleanser, toner, moisturizer. I thought you should apply, wait a few minutes, and then do the other one. So you're recommending, if you're gonna try out like a new product, like a
like if you're gonna add
a
serum,
or serum and things like that,
try one thing at a time. Like you might go to the store and you might buy the eye cream, the toner, and the serum.
Right, you want to pass it all on,
and you want to just
go to sleep.
Put it with everything. Like pump the brakes. I'm glad that you went to get it, but just try it one thing at a time. That way you know what works with your skin. And another myth that people think, if it's burning, it's working. That's not always the case.
Nah, girl.
If it's burning, your skin is letting you know, hey sis, this isn't my lane. Get this off. This isn't working. You know what I mean? Like you have to pay attention to those things, because I've had some people that come and they get on the table and their skin is like so raw and burned. It's like, what were you doing? It's like, well, it was burning, so I figured it was working. Would you leave that relaxer on your head if it was burning?
Girl, no, you wouldn't.
Okay. So same thing with your skin. Like,
would you leave that?
Would you leave this relaxer on your head if it was burning? Okay, it's gonna be just for you, but we want you to get your life together. Okay.
But
So
do you recommend, because I have been trying to find an esthetician, preferably
a black esthetician. Okay.
Because in my mind, I feel like she would maybe know a little bit more about my skin and what's happening and all the different things that's going on. Would you recommend, though, like as a monthly thing or something, for us to see a professional esthetician just to kind of do the things that we technically think we can do at home, but really you can't, because a professional literally has to do that, and you can maintain at home, and they can give you a better idea of what's going on with your skin, what you should stay away from and throw out and pick up and things like that.
Yes, I definitely recommend seeing a professional at least once a month. Here's why. The same way you take care of your hair is the same way you should take care of your skin, right? Now, your hair is, you can replace your hair, you can grow it, you can get a new wig. Your skin, that's all you got. And your skin is your biggest organ on your body. So take care of it. So I always tell people, and there's nothing wrong with, like, let's talk about that for a second. There's nothing wrong with looking for a black esthetician, because even though skin is skin, there are some big differences in the way, in the way that we treat our skin. You know what I mean? There's a difference in the way that there's a difference in products. There's a difference in way we may do different services. There's definitely a clear difference in, I guess we would say, the lighter skins, according to the Fitzpatrick scale. And there's difference in the way that we take care of our skin. So you definitely need to look for somebody and before you go to somebody, check them out. Check their page. Like, if they post and stuff, check their references. You know what I'm saying? Is the stuff that sis really. Yes, my friend Ashley, definitely, she's a chemist. Well, is it chemist? Did I say that right? But she definitely knows.
Does she have a lab? Does she be doing
She be in the lab, girl. She be in the lab.
Okay.
That's my friend. That's my boo. So just like she said she can attest to the difference in products. It's definitely a difference in the way we care for our products. That we care for our skin. So definitely seek out a professional. Look at their skin. Look at the results they get with the clients they have. Definitely go to I can't wait, because she's supposed to be helping me with some stuff anyway, but that's another thing. But definitely, see what they're doing, look at the services that they offer. And the reason why I say seeing one once a month is because there's, just like hair, there's products that the regular consumer does not have access to, but because I'm the professional, I have access to those products. So coming to me is like, and this is how I explain to my clients, I do the heavy lifting, what you can't do at home, right?
But they can do it at home, and I'm like, you can't.
And things change, just like I have to, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose you with anything, but I am a student of my craft, so I'm always researching and reading and keeping up with things. So I may be able to see something that's going on, but I can't necessarily diagnose you. But I can lead you in a way to get the help that you need for your skin, so that when you come to me, we can make sure that you're using the right products. It's almost like a checkup. Let's make sure you're using the right products. What have you added new? What have you changed? What's different? So definitely seeing a professional will
because when you go to the doctor, they ask you, what medication did you start?
They ask you,
what did you discontinue? They need to know, because if they're gonna prescribe you something, they don't want to have a counteraction.
And a good esthetician is gonna ask you those same things too. And then
you're gonna sue the doctor and be like, well, you ain't tell me you was on that.
Oh, well, baby, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna sue me, because you're gonna fill out all these forms every time you come to this appointment.
A waiver.
Let me tell you something. You ain't gonna get me like that, Judas.
Right.
Okay, you're gonna find all these forms.
I've always thought like getting it. I'm still searching for an esthetician in my area that is black, just so that I can see someone once a month to just kind of like address my skin issues, so I can maintain it at home. And feel like,
I'm sorry, y'all, I got thirsty.
Oh no, you're good. So I can feel like, oh look, I should have gotten my cup today that you made me.
Great. Look, I gotta make some cups later on. But anyway.
Shoot. But yes, I do think so. I'm glad you cleared that up. That it is something you would recommend, just like
definitely.
Hair. Like I get my hair done once a month,
and I get my hair cut every week. So I take care of this bald head. So let's
bald head.
Okay, bald head. Okay, I ain't gonna say it on live.
So do you think? So when it comes to the routine and regimen and stuff, double cleansing. Okay,
double cleansing.
Talk about that, because
double cleansing is okay. So let's talk about that really quick. I know everybody was hearing about double cleansing, double cleansing, double cleansing. So it's, for me, I double cleanse with 2 different products.
Me too.
I do. I double cleanse. Matter of fact, I brought them just in case somebody asked me.
Yes.
Okay,
please.
so let's talk about this really quick. Do you always need expensive products?
No.
No. Okay. You do not always need expensive products.
She said,
"Child, I triple cleanse." I know that's right, baby. She said, "Child, I always triple cleanse." But sometimes that's, you got to get it how you live, girl. But you don't always need expensive products. Steaming. Okay, I'll answer that in a second. So I use 2 products. So I use CeraVe. I love CeraVe, you guys. And I literally got it right out of Target. I love, like, this cleanser. This is the oil control one. This one keeps my skin, for me, so, because I really don't have too much going on, so I don't need to use anything that's too strong because I don't want to create problems that I don't have. So I use this one. It's soft. It's, well, I don't want to pump any out, but it's not like super creamy. It doesn't foam as much, which doesn't always bother me. Like, sometimes I want to foam, but it doesn't always bother me that it doesn't like foam too much. I love this one. It also has hyaluronic acid, and I love
hyaluronic acid is like
product. But it does foam, but it just does. It's very gentle. For those that have what's the other one? Cetaphil. To me personally, I don't feel like Cetaphil does much, but if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not going to tell you not to use it because I don't want you to be like, Trey told me not to use it. But in my testimony,
experience, right?
It didn't really do much for me. So I'll use this one first, cleanse my face, and I always work the product in for at least a good minute. Putting the product on, wiping it right off. You're not really giving the product a chance to do what it's supposed to do. So at least try to cleanse and I know that minute seems like a long time. Sing you a song or something. Just cleanse, really get in there. And then the second one that I use is my good trusty dusty Lime Life. The Dream Clean. It has aloe and soapberry in it. It's for normal to oily skin. I like this one too because it's also very gentle and it doesn't have like a bunch of chemicals. That's something that we can go into later. Don't get fooled, because some people, here's the thing, I love organic products, right? I love like clean products that don't have too many chemicals in it. But the truth is, some people need chemicals. Shoot me if you want. That's just the truth. Some people, like, sometimes, especially if they want fast results, like, no, I don't want to say fast results, but
no, you can say gratification. Fast
results. Like, if they want to see it, like, because to be honest, a lot of our issues are that we aren't consistent. That's just true. And
guilty.
If you use organic products in your, like, if you use products that don't,
we together out here.
And that's just real. Like, and people, I've had, like, somebody told me one time, was like, I kid you not, y'all, like, I had a comment on my other page, my skincare page, and they was like, I can't believe that you would promote products. And I was like, that's not what I mean, chemicals. And I was like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for the person who doesn't want to really invest in their skin and really take the time to nurture it, like, a plant doesn't grow overnight, right? No, so you have to really be consistent. But then there's some people who, like, let's say they have an acne breakout, they want something that's going to work quick. So it has a little more things in the product that's going to help that healing process for them. Yeah. So, don't get caught up necessarily always. Just do what you want for your skin. Okay. Because I do have products that aren't necessarily organic or leaping bunny, but that's what I need for that particular thing. Like, for instance, my eye cream. Now this is the one. Okay, y'all, don't judge me. But don't judge me, help me, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all this. Don't judge me, help me. So I currently use Peter Thomas Roth.
I love Peter
eye cream. Now I would love to find a black owned skincare company that's going to offer me this. But okay, so this one is my favorite right now because it has it's like an age defense. And y'all, I used to, like, you see, I'm gonna lift my glasses up. So you see these little, I call them cutlets. I used to have more than I used to have more. Girl, I used to be looking, that under eye area has been, baby, when they accept me into skincare heaven, it's gonna be my testimony. Okay? These cutlets underneath the eye. When the skincare gates open up, that's gonna be my testimony. When they ask me, you know, what you want to tell us about how you got here, that's gonna be my testimony.
How'd you get here?
Huh?
You'd be like, how'd you get here? PTR.
Okay, that's gonna be my testimony, girl. I'm so serious. But I love this one, and because I'm always on the computer, I'm always on the phone. I love this one because it has blue light technology. So like, it has like defense against blue. They all laughing at me, girl. They know I'm a clown. But like, seriously, that's gonna be my testimony, y'all. I'm gonna make a shirt and everything. I hope they let me in with the shirt on. But it has like blue light defense for that. So I love that. And I've only been using it for like maybe 2 months. And that's the other thing too, guys. When you start using a new product, I always say give it at least 30 days.
Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany. So this is Peter Thomas Roth. It's called Vital E Age Defense Eye Cream. It's a little small one. And actually, this was sent to me to try, and I meant to post it for y'all, but I love it so much that I just forgot to. But I'm gonna be better, guys.
You gotta do better.
I'm gonna show up. Because I used to think, don't nobody want to hear what I gotta talk about.
We talked about that the other day.
I know. I was feeling like, what can I talk about that nobody else is talking about? But you know what?
You see how people are asking all these questions?
I'm gonna get my testimony.
You want to answer the question about the steaming? Because I love me a good steam.
Okay.
I steam.
So no lie, I probably steam like, what you talking about? Yes, we do. No lie, I probably steam like once a week. Okay, so Sundays are typically my skincare days. Like when I just do my whole, hey Ebony, when I do my whole routine. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I preach to tell y'all what to do. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. I am not gonna lie, to do as that whole routine every day. A bitch be like,
I steam 3 times a week.
I just want to go. I'm not gonna lie. At least once, because Sundays is like my heavy duty days. So Sundays I steam. I have to do extractions on my own, and I will just apologize for every esthetician that has to do extractions on anyone. That shit hurts, okay? Because I do them on my own, and I'm just like, why would you do this to yourself? Like, this is stupid, but it's necessary. So I steam. I do my extractions. I do my mask. So I'll do like. I'll do a regular mask, like let's say like a a cream mask, and then I have
double mask.
Yeah, I do double mask.
I do double mask too.
I feel like if I double mask, I'm ready for the week. I'm a year younger.
I be feeling luxurious, like
I feel real luxury.
Like, double mask, yes ma'am, please.
Okay, sign me up. Yes, because I don't get to go lay on the table and get a facial. You know what I'm saying? So I be here trying to make myself feel fancy. So I double mask. And then, like it probably will take me like a good 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie.
How often would you, if not to do as you say and not actually...
Yes, do as I say, not as I do.
Right. So
I don't
how
steam as much.
often would you recommend someone in a 7-day week to steam? Like I said, I steam mostly minimum 3 times a week because I don't
really think there's a number. I would say at least you need to do it once a week because you also have to think about external factors that sit on our skin, right? Air, pollutants, things like that. Like, so you really want I call it like a deep cleanse. That's like my heavy duty. So you really do want to like get all of that out of your skin and stuff like that. So I mean, I won't say a number because I don't want you to feel like, oh, she said 3 times a week. I got once a week, but at least once, because you really do want to get all those environmental factors out of your skin, which do play a part in how well your skin reacts to things. So yeah, at least once a week. At least.
There was a lady that had asked a question about her 15-year-old daughter. She said she has breakouts, but it's mainly like in between her eyebrows or something.
It's so hard to say because I can't like.
I don't know if she sees a dermatologist. I'm not sure if she's still on.
And to be honest, y'all, and I'm not knocking the dermatologist, but what I will say is a lot of times, you guys, before you go to a dermatologist, give us a chance. Give estheticians a chance. Give an esthetician a chance. Because a lot of times you don't need a dermatologist, and you will go there pay that copay,
and burn your
and
with whatever ointment
they probably gonna give you some. Like I literally have a girl that came to me and they put her on like Accutane and Retin-A, and she didn't even need that. And I was just like, but of course I can't necessarily, like, because I know her, I was able to have that banter with her. But a lot of times, you guys, you don't need a dermatologist. Give your esthetician a try, because if they really love their craft and they really love skin, they can 9 times out of 10 help you.
She said she needs a dermatologist.
She sees a dermatologist, but the creams don't work.
Yeah. So try esthetician. That might be a difference.
Because it really could be something simple as like just deep cleansing her skin. I know when I have acne breakouts, I use, because I love CeraVe, they have an acne foaming cleanser, and I don't have it with me right now. It's in my travel bag, and my travel bag is at Le Boo House. So it's but yeah, she can use. I love CeraVe. They have like an acne foaming cleanser, and they have a little serum. I use this. This is like a little resurfacing serum that I use. It has licorice root, and it does have, of course, hyaluronic acid.
Any product I buy is like crack.
It's crack. Like, I'm gonna have it in any product I buy. I'm not gonna lie.
If it's in it, buy it, because hyaluronic acid,
right?
It's like,
I love it.
It's the crack we all need for our skin,
and it's like a staple for me. I put it, like, anytime I do makeup, I have it. I put it on clients. They're like, "Ooh, girl, my skin."
I do that too. I have hyaluronic acid in my little.
That's the trick. If you do makeup, anybody that's on here,
I do like the makeup, mask, and I do hyaluronic acid. Be like, "Ooh, girl, what is this, a spa?"
Girl, then they feel fancy. Like, "Ooh, girl, she got me a little
spa edition over here."
Okay, gotta make them feel nice. What do you? Oh shit, that moved too fast.
For your face.
I bought her the face wash for her, but if it doesn't foam, she thinks it's not working. You know what?
I know. That's how.
Don't knock her for that, because I feel that same way. I be feeling like this don't work, but it don't always. It does. It's not always gonna foam. Okay, what do you do for those white? So white pores on your face, it's probably not that your pores are white. Those are sebaceous filaments, which means it's clogged dirt and oil.
Come on, son.
Girl, I know myself. Okay, I ain't paying Beta this money for nothing. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, that's what we not gonna do. Waste money. Okay.
I was like, what was that word? Do I need to
sebaceous filaments? Okay. And that's probably what it, especially like around the nose area, on the nose. It looked like white hairs if I do sebaceous filaments. All you gotta do, okay, go see you an esthetician. Get all of that just extracted, get it all out your nose, and you'll see a difference. And a lot of times too, you'll see they look like sebaceous filaments. It's, you have the spelling except for the C, sebaceous filaments. Someone said, what about acne spot treatments? What do you mean?
They work, probably.
Do they work?
Recommend them.
They do work. So I just gave one to a client. Again, I use a Skin Script in the spa. So if they have like a blemish spot treatment, it definitely works. Or if you don't want to spend the money on that, vitamin E. Vitamin E helps reduce the appearance of scars, because a lot of times that's what that is. Like, we pick, and that's what leaves that scar. And then they come in, they're like, I got black spots. No, you have acne scars because you've been picking in your skin. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to heal the skin. So you could just, honestly, sometimes you don't always, like I say, you don't always need expensive products. Try with the vitamin E. That's what I use. I got me a little, what's that, GNC? Got me a little bottle of vitamin E oil, and that's what I use. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like I said, do as I say, not as I do. But I'm glad that I can tell these stories about myself, because I used to be you guys. Like, I haven't always been an esthetician. So I used to pick, and then it leave a scar, and then I'd be pissed off. And so as I learned more about skin, I just got me some vitamin E oil. But the thing is consistency. Like, I'm so humbled when people are like, oh my God, your skin is flawless, your skin goes. And I'm like, thank you. But this also took a lot of work. You know, I'm like, thank you. You can achieve this too. Just be consistent. Because like I said, I have high end and I have like drugstore products
in between.
It's really about you, like, just being consistent. Will vitamin E work for hyperpigmentation? In some cases, it depends. That's more of a case by case thing. That hyperpigmentation has to be like professionally assessed, because sometimes it may not necessarily be hyperpigmentation. It could be that we could put you on a series of chemical pills or enzyme treatments. Of course, all of those have to be administered by a professional, so you would have to see your esthetician.
Can't do it at home.
Yeah, because I know, like, for instance, Skin Script, they market themselves as a like an organic kind of line or whatever. And what I will say is they have a lot of I love Skin Script, by the way. I've used PCA Skin before, and I've also used Image. I do have things that I love from the Image skincare line. I know PCA Skin and Image, they have a consumer retail line, so you can buy things from them online. But the Skin Script is more of, it's kind of one of those things, you have to get it from the professional. So you have to go see the professional to know what you need to buy from the professional. They don't have like a consumer website. Everything has to be bought from the esthetician. But they use a lot of enzymes, which a lot of times are derived from the foods we eat. Papaya, pumpkin, like for instance, the pumpkin enzyme can also in some cases act like a chemical pill because of the now I just lost the word and I'll come back to it, but it's strong enough to almost slough off dead skin, not in a way that's gonna be abrasive and burn the skin, but it's healing to the skin, so that can then reveal a new layer of skin for you, or promote healthy skin, so it'll diminish and reduce those scars or that appearance of hyperpigmentation over time. Again, that would be something that I would have to like see.
Yeah. So one question that I'm gonna ask every guest that comes on is how does, well, in your case it's makeup and esthetician, but how does makeup or being an esthetician allow you to make up your own story, like as a person, as a brand, or as the services you provide? How does that allow you to make up your own story?
How does it allow me to make my own story? For me, like I said, I'm like, if I think about my makeup journey, I used to be the skincare. I used to be the lip gloss and waxed eyebrows girl, right? And I was like, I'm doing it. You can't tell me nothing, right? And then I kind of wanted to just grow into my femininity. So then I was like, let me start doing makeup. And I learned makeup. And then I was like, oh,
I got 2 minutes, but go ahead.
I was like, I learned makeup. Then I was like, I can make money. But then when I started doing more makeup, I realized that Black women, we just didn't really know a lot about our skin. And so I kind of just felt, because I love to educate by nature, I was like, I want to educate myself so that I can educate us, so that we can walk around here, because we are beautiful. Okay, this melanin rich skin, baby, you got to fight me for it, okay? Because you can't
buy it.
You can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to hate, like, seriously, like, just loving the skin we're in. Like, I used to hate my lips until I realized Kylie now was paying for them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so it just allows me to be able to empower women to take over their skincare journey and just love themselves, man. Like, because it's so much. This girl stay laughing at me. Like, a lot of times we just feel like, because we don't see ourselves. I'm thankful that we see ourselves more now, but yeah.
Wow. Oh, we could do this like all day.
I can talk all day.
We be on Facebook like all day.
Yes, makeup should always be optional.
Right. So, but we are going to do a part 2, and we're going to schedule that out where we're going to talk more in depth about more skin and other things, so y'all can get all the info, so y'all can know exactly how to better choose your products and, find you an esthetician. At the end of the day, go look for an esthetician, preferably Black if you can.
And make sure she know what she doing.
Research her.
Thanks, Crystal. Hey, Jess.
Thank you, guys, because the IG is about to be a hater. They're giving me the countdown.
About to hang up on us. Thank you, everybody, for joining in.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great conversation, and I hope you guys took notes and learned a lot. How can they find you, Trey? Because you got 8 seconds.
Oh, you can find me at Trevon Dyson, TREVONDYSON.